Moving on now, as world leaders look to a stronger relationship with China, the White House continues to dodge any and all questions about when the Biden administration will address the multiple threats facing Americans from the Chinese Communist Party.
And joining us now is Tennessee Senator and author of The Mind of a Conservative Woman, Seeking the Best for Family and Country, Senator Marsha Blackburn. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. This headline from The Guardian says UK cybersecurity chief warns of China's rise as a technology superpower. Is the U.S. prepared for this type of threat?
In the U.S., we have never been able to pass an online privacy and data security bill. We have not been able to make those protections and that governance a part of our rule of law. And this is something I've worked on for 10 years, believe it or not. We need to make certain that we are protecting individuals online, that individuals have the toolbox that is necessary to protect their virtual you.
Yeah.
When it comes to dealing with other nations, cross-border transfers, data transfer rights, and responsibilities, that is something we have never taken up. And as more of our transactional life moves online, this is going to be a necessity for Congress to take those steps and secure that virtual space.
Senator, staying on China, how concerned are you about the Chinese government not only buying up American farmland, but buying up land near some of the largest military bases in the U.S.?
Well, as you know, I had an amendment to our Defense Authorization Act to prohibit that. Every Republican voted for it. Every Democrat voted against it. I'm very concerned about this. And when I talk to Tennessee farmers, they are very concerned about this because not only is it a national security issue with proximity to much of our critical infrastructure, it is also a food security issue as they buy more acreage, more farm-producing acreage, and as that goes out of the hands and the ownership and thereby the food supply for Americans and is redirected to China.
Yeah, it's very concerning. Here is the White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre on Biden's response to China.
On China, China is setting up police stations in the U.S. There's more proof now that they created COVID. There is reason to think that there were more spy balloons than the White House has said. Why is it taking so long for President Biden to call Xi and tell him to cut it out?
We have said over and over again that the president intends to call President Xi. I don't have a call to read out to you at this time.
Your reaction, it just doesn't seem that they're taking any of this seriously.
They do not take it seriously. It appears that we have a president who is compromised because of his family's dealings with China. And of course, we all know every company in China is owned in large part by the Chinese Communist Party. They have a presence in these companies and they direct the activity of many of these companies. We have economic warfare going on by the Chinese Communist Party against us. Look at what is happening. Our trade imbalance last year, nearly $1 trillion. When you look at the fact that they had a banner year with the U.S. in 2022. Now, what do they do with all of those profits? They buy our debt. They're the second largest holder of U.S. debt. They also spend that money to increase their military force, their Blue Water Navy, their missiles, their work with Iran and Russia and North Korea, the other members of the Axis of Evil, to build out their military strength. They are now putting 7% of their GDP into building their military. They are using that against Taiwan. They're using against the island nations, the Philippines, and then floating spy balloons that sashay across our country. And the Biden administration does zero, nada, zip. They don't respond.
Senator, 10 seconds, and it's got to be 10 seconds. Is Joe Biden compromised by China?
It appears that Joe Biden, because of his family's dealings, is compromised by those interactions.
All right. Senator Marsha Blackburn, we appreciate you being with us. Good to see you. Thank
got
you.
it.
Thank you.